What's up? Hello, guys. Hey, Denise. How are you doing? Hey, Brooke. I'm doing good. Hey, Stacy. I'm having to do this myself, so bear with me. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Nora. Hello, Gabby. Hey, Pam. Oh, you moved from New. That's a big move. That's a really big move. Are you, did you just move this week? Hey, Christine. I'm good. Hello, Facebook user. Oh, Gabby, I know. I look forward to it also. I really do. And we get to talk about Blaze. We got Tiny Tim in the back. His little tail. Hello, Donna. How are you? Hey, April. How are you doing? I know. Yes. Man, that's a far drive. Glad you made it safe. Mr. Hot Stuff. That's right. Yeah, I'm not for sure if Cody will be on or not. Um, I started listening to Blaze again. So I'm not at Charger, and I didn't get all the way through. I know, I'm excited too. Florida. I want to get Cody and Helena's going to Florida, I think in July. So I'm not for sure what part of Florida they're going to be in. Oh, I thought I seen Cody pop up. I know, Chris. Yes. So I want to try to keep up with like the questions, and I want to show so everybody on YouTube they can't see the comments, so they know what we're talking about. So if I forget anybody, I am so sorry. I thought I seen Cody on here, but he popped back off. Oh. Are you close to this beach, Renee? Well, he's going to be in Florida. I think he gets back the day I leave. Um, I think he gets back the day I leave for the knockout. He may go to Riders on the River. But he won't be signing. Oh, see. I'm getting behind. Oh, yeah, Chris, I'm in the middle of it. Christine's saying hi, Cody. I thought I seen him on here, but I'm not for sure. Oh, look at Tiny back there. About 20 minutes away. I'd love to be 20 minutes away from a beach, any beach. Yeah, I enjoyed his story. I really like Katrina. I must say Christine. I like you too, Christine. Hey, Jessa. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome for the Slade train. I'm glad. Am I froze? Anybody? Pam said I just froze. I'm not muted. I keep looking up there because I can see the YouTube. Hey, Brooke. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Angel. No, I didn't freeze. Okay. Oh, you're moving to Kansas? I lived in Kentucky and then we moved to Ohio. One day I may move to the beach. Good, Angel. I'm glad. Okay. I'm good. All right, cool. Need Steve along with Blaze. He gets to use his power for the first time on a mission. That's I got to listen to that part. That was funny when Sloane asked him to disappear. Am I back, Pam? Yeah, exactly, Christine. I think I'm caught up on the messages. Wow. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Blaze. I was up pretty late last night, so I'm a little I'm always a little weird, but here's another one. Hello, Teresa. All right, Kathy, I'll be there. I liked the part in when Sloane had told him Steve to disappear, and then he disappears, and by walking away, what Sloane had meant was to use his power to disappear, become invisible, so he could see if the paper was going to work. Yeah, that was funny. Hey, Brenda. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here too. Yeah, I did. I just didn't feel, I don't know. I just didn't feel that she was a good fit for Steve at all. Um I kind of, because of like her background and everything, I felt that she needed to be with somebody that was a little bit more together than Steve. Um Oh, I'm sorry. I know, I'm surprised I'm not having internet problems. We had a lot of rain for the past 2 days. I've never been to the Georgia beaches. I've never the only well, I've been to a few beaches, but I haven't been to the Georgia beaches. But it was funny when he was walking away and he was mocking Blaze, you know, in his voice. When Steve does stuff like that, it cracks me up. But um the Iron Drakes kind of came to me. Um I wasn't for sure how I wanted her story to go because it was pretty open. Because I didn't say much when they found her in the you know, with the other half breeds in that in the camp that the mayor and Alice had set up. Um so I wasn't for sure how I wanted her story to go. I've never written any type of MC book. And I wanted to be really careful because I know that there are some really good, um, motorcycle clubs out there that do a lot of good. So I didn't want to shine them in a light. And actually, my editor Becky, she helped me with that because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't portraying all motorcycle clubs to be that way. Yeah, Jessa, Steve gets his stuff together. But you know, it's Steve is a work in progress. Yeah, I feel that they're very good together, and I'm very excited because more of her past is going to come to light in her book, in the Mates book, and she will be a mate book. I'm not going to give her a warrior book. I've already decided that. I loved Las Vegas. That was probably one of the funnest before we had Cody. That was probably one of the best vacations that me and Ron went on. I actually was competing in a world championship karate tournament, and we were there for almost 2 weeks, and I had a blast. I loved Vegas. I'm a people watcher, so that was fun. Yeah, I just thought, and it's something that I can hit on. Like I said, there's more that I want to hit on with Katrina's story for sure. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Her brother will be coming up. There's going to be more on him because I've left that hanging. And like I said, I mean, there's some open storylines in well, not all my books, but some of them, especially now that I know that I have the Mate series. So it's something that I can go back to. Um, and I'm kind of doing that in this book, in Lana's book. Sorry. My brain's like, woo. Facebook's been weird lately. It was lagging yesterday really bad. If I could have any of the warrior powers, Katrina's. I'd love to be able to talk to animals. With Sloane's comment, Chris. Sorry. I'm trying to. I'm trying to figure out what that was. Renee, I've been to Atlantic City. That's another beach I've been to. The boardwalk. I wasn't old enough to gamble though. I was pretty young. Yes, Chris, I'm hoping. I plan on it. I plan on it. I hope so. Um, I wasn't going to give Jill. I was going to have Jill a mate, but actually, I don't know. I don't know. You know me. I could change my mind on that, but as of right now, I know Raven is going to be a warrior, and I know Jill is going to be a warrior book. Um, but right now, Katrina, my mind is going, and that, like I said, that could change. I change stuff all the time. I say one thing and then it's like, oh well, and it just depends on how the stories go. You know me well. That would be a cool. That would be a cool power to have. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Are you having fun? Yes, definitely more warrior books. Hello. Blaze was fun to write. That because I was diving into something I've never really read a lot of, and I've never really written a lot of, which is the MC. And I know motorcycle club books are pretty big. Um, so I was a little bit nervous about doing it. Um, but I have watched what's the show called? Um, you know, what's the big motorcycle club show? Son of Anarchy. So I did have a little experience, I guess. Yeah. There was quite a few scenes like that. Katrina's just seems like an old soul to me. And I guess it's because of, what she endured in her young life and all throughout. And I just felt I don't know, there's certain characters that I feel a connection with, and she was one of them that I felt a connection with. Um, she was quiet, shy, but she was strong too. And even through her fear, she stood up for what was right. Um, which with what could have happened to her and what did happen to her in some instances, you know, I felt was pretty brave. And that's the way I like to write my female characters. I want to give them obstacles. Um, and I don't always want the guy the male, the the warrior to come in and save the day. So did I just show that? See, I'm trying to make sure that I do this right. See, I'm showing these again. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, Jill, I feel that Jill definitely is he definitely is a MC, sorry. Jill is definitely a warrior book. I agree. Let's get back on track here. Yes, thank you, Chris. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I put that in there because there are actually we've got some around here that do especially a lot of stuff for kids. Oh, thank you, Renee. That means a lot. How is Florida, Nikki? I'm jealous. Good. I'm glad. She's she's in the country. Nikki is in the country having a ball. Melvina, I don't know. Possibly. I'm not going to say yes or no because I'll say yes and then I won't, and then I'll say no and then I will. So I don't know. It just depends on how the stories go. Possibly yes. A big possibility. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, Nikki, especially when you're ticked off at somebody for sure. They're two of my favorites too. Son of Anarchy. Is that what I said? I hope I said that right. You can tell I was up pretty late. I'm trying to get this book done, and then I was doing some social media stuff. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, I did. I forgot about that. Um, yeah, that was funny, and that was another I don't know. I was just writing, and that just came to me. I thought it would be funny. It's just one of a Steve moment. Just a Steve moment. I know, Renee. That was fun. Hello, Lori. You're here. That's all that matters, Kathy. Love me some Blaze too. I don't think so. Not for Mother's Day. I've got a pretty full I got a pretty full plate right now. I have this book. I have another book I want to get out. Then I have to do the next book in the Magic and Mayhem universe. Me and Cody are in a box set together that releases in December, but it's going to be something totally different that I write in this. So I really have to plan that out. So I have a pretty full plate right now. Maybe next year. Donna, shame on you, girl. You need to watch that. Pam's asking how Florida was, Nikki. Oh, you're good, Lori. I'm glad you're here. She says Florida is amazing. Yeah, Jax. I just finished his book. Yeah, I love Jax. Hello, Maria. Hey, Michelle. I sent you a message, by the way. Hi, Kenya. I'm glad you're here. Uh-oh. It's not me. I'm not on mute. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain too. A lot of rain. I love the Bahamas. We went to the Bahamas. We went on a little one-day cruise. We weren't there long enough. We needed to be there longer. I'm live on the Disney bus. Oh my God. People are probably thinking, who is that weird chick talking? Oh my gosh, that's funny. I agree, Maria. Not a whole lot. We're just talking about Blaze and just talking. We're just all talking. Cody wasn't able to be on. He's not feeling too good, so send him some vibes, some good vibes. But I'm sitting here trying to do what he does, and I'm not doing very well. Am I frozen? That's not good. I don't know if it's my internet. I'm just, the older I get, the more tired I am. Yes, Nicole, I definitely will be writing more of the Lee County Wolves. Yep, so that's another thing on my plate for sure. Oh, howdy, Kelly. All right, Donna says I'm good. Kathy's gonna have Damon's baby. I almost said body. Well, you'll have both. His body and his baby. Well, we're glad you are here, Kelly. I know, that was funny too, Christine. Yeah, his um I don't know. So let me ask you guys this, and hopefully I won't get too far behind on the comments, but when I read some books, I kind of get aggravated, especially in romance. I always have a reason why, like, and sometimes it's the female characters, but most of the time it's the male characters that are kind of like, they're slow to want to get involved. And I try to have a reason for that, a good enough reason, not just to have it. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. For instance, for instance, Steve, he was all in right away. He was all in. But for instance, like Damon, especially with Jax, there was a reason why Jax didn't want to have any connection with anybody, and that was because of his brother. I just don't want to beat a dead horse, more or less. I don't want to. Katrina wouldn't like that saying, but I don't. I want there to be conflict there, but I try to make it interesting. Does that make sense? And I hope I do that good enough, because I have read some books that it's just, I'm just like, just come on, either you are or you aren't. And if you aren't, why? At least tell us why. Does that make sense? Oh, shit. Yes, I agree. They are all. Denise, barbecue book. You guys are sounding like Donna. Donna, the Halloween, the Warrior Halloween and the Warrior Christmas. That's all. You got those books because of Donna. Donna comes in with these little messages and puts these little things in my head. And I'm like, no, I can't. No, I can't. And then of course, I'm listening, thinking about it constantly. You should see some of my stuff. If you want to see some typos, you're all good. I know, Chris. I know. They would think we were talking about real people. I don't know. And it's hard sometimes for me to pick names. I have had contests where readers have actually picked names. And honestly, the female names are the hardest for me to pick. I want to find, usually I can pretty much find, and actually that funny that you're saying that, and because you definitely have to read Lana's book, because I put something about that in this book about the warrior names. I don't want to say, it's kind of like a spoiler alert, but I don't know. Sometimes I ask you guys for help. So, and it's just sometimes names that I've heard that I've really liked, and I've put in the back of my head, like, hey, I definitely want to, I want to use that name, but for a character, nope, I already used that one. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Jeff Kafer, who does my audiobooks, is amazing. And I was so lucky and happy that Tantor was able to get him for once I signed over with them, I was so glad that they were able to continue to use him. Oh, you gotta let us know, Nora. I won't be able to read it quite yet, so you'll have to let us know. I'm excited. Actually, I am writing that down because I do need to download it though. Get it on my list. Did you really, Nikki? Thank you. Oh my gosh. That's great. Love it. I wish I was there with you guys. How are I know my editor Becky did some pictures on the floods around her in Australia. How are you guys doing? It's scary what you guys are going through. Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Gabby. He'll appreciate that. Your live looks weird. It's me. No surprise there. And that's exactly why I wrote them the way I wanted to write them. I want people to be able to really connect, even though I'm writing about vampires and shifters and some instances demons, and that is why I wrote them the way I wanted to, the way I've written them is because I want you guys to, even though they're fictional characters, I want you guys to relate in some aspect. To me, that is when I read a book and I'm able to relate to the characters, it just makes it for a more enjoyable read. All right, I am behind on comments. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I think all of them would be freaking out, waiting for a baby. Could you imagine seeing Damon with a baby? I think it's funny how Blaze's powers came out when he first showed up on the scene. Well, it wasn't really funny with Jill because Slade about killed him, but when he did that to Steve at the table in the kitchen, making him sweat, and then the napkin catches on fire. And Jill knew the whole time what was happening. And then Sid was there just kind of watching, knowing something was going to happen, but he wasn't for sure. Blaze's story is kind of sad too. And the reason why he didn't want to be a warrior again. So he kind of had a tragic past, which is another reason why I think him and Katrina do so well together. I know. I know, Donna. Yeah. It was like, dude, you nailed one nail. Steve was acting like he did the whole roof. Yeah, that's true. In some aspects. But when you have a whole line of, alpha warriors. Sorry I keep drinking, guys, but I'm thirsty for some reason. There's always that connection. But I want to have some conflict, but I want there to be a reason for that conflict. If there isn't a reason for the conflict that I can figure out, then it's going to be instantaneously, if that makes sense. True, Don, but there was a reason for that. And I just listened to Jack's, and I was kind of um and I started thinking about it as I was listening to it, and I was like, I didn't even plan that. And that was one of the instances when I'm writing and things click, which makes me so happy when it does that, because it doesn't always. But when Lana went into the principal's office and quit her job because of her fear for her students, not really for herself. And then Jack said, or she actually realized that on her own, like, wow, that's exactly what you're doing, is what I just did. Um, so trying to keep away from her to keep her safe from his brother. Well, she was doing the same thing with the kids that she taught. So that was one of those clicky moments where it's like, wow, that actually worked. I'm letting you guys read these too. Sorry. I get all focused and reading it, and then I click off of it. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, my mom used to say that all the time. She don't say it as much anymore. Her favorite is, well, shit. That's her favorite saying. Oh no. Yeah, I don't. Not listening. Not listening. Not yet, Donna. Hold that thought. Lord have mercy. All right, guys, stop it. Stop it. I actually had fun. I I get props where props are due. Sorry, I got something in my eyeball. Yeah, if she's listening to this and people are hearing me that don't even know me on a bus going to Disney, they're probably thinking this chick is ate up. I am. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I don't want to get too involved in it because to me it just doesn't make writing fun. Like I said, you guys, I like to do I'm more of a dialogue writer. I do enough background or enough description that I can get away with, but I'm just I do dialogue. That's what I like to do. Hello, Lynn. I'm a little behind here. All right, Renee, I'll remember that. All right. Brooke will sacrifice her name. Thank you. That's what I want to avoid. Yeah, that was. Yes, Steve has to. Yeah, you guys are going to enjoy this Lana's book for sure. It's really funny. And that's at the very beginning. Hello, Jade. Thank you, Donna. Yep, Chargers Audio will be out in June. Da, da, da. Yes, yes, Christine is. Oh no, Kathy, I'm so sorry. You have a new book coming Sunday? I didn't see what Nora said. They are all real. Yes, they are, Denise. To us, they are real. The kitchen scene. Which there's so many kitchen scenes. Gosh, there's so many kitchen scenes. There's a lot that happens in that kitchen. Exactly, Pam, and it's funny because I have alluded to the fact that, especially, like, a new character that comes in, they're kinda like, "Okay, these guys are, like, the protectors of the human race and the vampire race, but yet they're acting like that." But when it comes down to being serious, I think they separate that. I love when they're all in their spots and they have, like, their, earpieces in and drives Sloan nuts because he's like, "Will you guys just shut up if I hear one more word?" But they're going back and forth at each other. Those are my favorite to write. And I don't want to overdo it and write it too much because then it gets eh. Um, but I love writing those parts because I think it's just funny. I'm catching up. There's always funny with Steve. That's a lot of water, Jessa. Thank you, Kathy. I agree. I've been enjoying even though this book has drove me absolutely insane, I've actually enjoyed writing it, even though I've been cursing a lot, and walking away a lot. It's nice to be back and writing with them again. No, it was Lana. Lana in which book? In Jax's book, Caroline didn't. She just took a what do you call it? Leave of absence. Lana actually quit because of Mayor Ferguson and Alice. Actually, he was trying to fire her and she just quit. She's like, "Nope, out of here." I'm glad you think that because I really think that is probably one of the hardest and most important that I do because and it's funny. So I don't really sometimes with Jeff Kafer, but not much. He's just awesome. But if if a narrator makes my women sound whiny, and I know it's really hard for men to do women's voices, I got yelled at. I left my Hall's stuff on the table and I got yelled at. I was told to clean it up. So here. Anyway, I just had to remind myself of that. Um, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, that's very important for me to make sure that the mates and the warriors. That's why, sometimes you'll read and you'll think, "Oh, she's going to put these two together," but as I'm writing it, it's like that's not going to work. Even though I may be writing it as such, like Caroline and Sloan. At first, I thought, "Oh, that'd be a good couple," and then as I kept writing it, I'm like, "No, I don't think they're going to work. I don't think she's right for Sloan." And Katrina and Steve. So sometimes I do. If you see that, like you think that, then yeah, I'm probably thinking that too as I'm writing. But as I go along, it's like, no, that's not going to work. I know. I don't know what it is. Tiny's chilling back here. He hasn't made a peep, so right now I think we're safe. But yeah, it's really bothering me. No, I pack all my summer stuff up. So it's in with my summer stuff because I wear hoodies all winter long. You won't find me in a t-shirt. So all of that stuff is put away for the winter, and it's still cold. So I haven't unpacked any of that yet, and I don't know. I'll probably be wearing hoodies for a while because I am swamped. See ya, Kelly. Thanks for stopping by. Oh gosh, what is it? Thank you, Phyllis. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Well, you should, Jessa. Do it. Absolutely. How do I say this? So, okay, you hopefully will, and it I've got to be really careful here. So something is going on with me and Kim in our series together. About 3 weeks ago, something was signed. I'm not really going to talk much about it. It's not dead in the water. Let's just put it that way. And if it does, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. If it does come to fruition, did I say that right? God, my mouth. Fruition. I think that's a word. But anyway, if that comes to pass, you will learn a lot about Slade's past. So, I won't be writing that because if I do, it will mess some things up that could be in the future. And that's all I can say on that. But yeah, our project together is not dead in the water as of 3 weeks ago. So, and that's it. I will be too, Kenya. I hope you guys enjoyed this book. It's been a labor of love and a lot of cursing. For sure. I know that's probably one of yeah. There's so many I could do a whole book about Steve and his things that he's done. And there is a lot of kitchen scenes. Sid rules. Oh, that's a good one. That could happen. Yeah, well, with his name, I think, I don't know, Donna, correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, I'm quitting on time tonight, guys. I think with Blaze's power, I didn't I isn't that one of the names that somebody picked in a contest, I think? Let me know, Donna. I think so. The kitchen rules. Oh, I know. That happened with Jill when she came out of the strip club. Well, it happened before that with somebody else. He's like, I can still hear you. I think it was Sid. It was either Sid or Jared that said he was I don't know, something. And then when Jill came out, she was a little tipsy. Then she said, I think she called him a dick or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was. See, stuff like that, I just love. I just love to write stuff like that. See, Kenya? Yeah, I mean, there's certain things in real life that I've used. And that's cool when you can do that and make it work. I feel the same way about that. But yeah, I feel the same way. A lot of things happen in Sloane's office too. But I mean, the more characters I add, I mean, how big is Sloane's office? So they're all crammed in there. I know, Renee. I know. That just came about too. And it's so funny to listen to Jeff when you listen to that and Jeff K. I would love to be a fly on the wall on some of these parts. And maybe he's done this so much that nothing phases him when he does the audios for the books. But it makes me wonder, does he kind of crack up and have to redo it? Or I'd just like to know his process and be a little fly on the wall. That would have been cool. I have actually, and it was at Speedway, and I seen a guy up there that was almost dead on what I would think that Ronan looked like. I was like, kind of struck. And I know I was kind of staring, like, he's probably thinking, who is this weird chick staring at me? But I'm thinking, dude, you're the character in my book. You're Ronan. And that's happened to me. But that time was like, whoa. You're going to be happy. Get this book. Get this book because you're going to be happy. That's all I can say. Riker will be front and center in this book a lot. Is that what it was? She called him an asshole. I know I'm going to have more for you guys. Well, I'm going to have to. I got to get this done. But I'm going to have more for you. And I've changed a little bit at the very beginning, but not a whole lot. Just a little bit. Not much. Yeah, we are both really super busy. That's another thing on my plate. This one is going to probably be a little bit because we are building a whole new world. So this one may take us a little while longer. Just to let you all know that. But yeah, it's still a thing for sure. Hey, Kimberly, you're here. That's all that matters. Yes. Yes, we about 4 years ago, our projects were picked up together for a possible collaboration for film, TV/TV. And that option expired and it's been picked up again. And contract has been signed. And that's all I'm going to say on that, but it's not dead in the water. But yeah, me and Kim work very well together, and our characters will work very well together. And the story is pretty amazing. And our screenwriter Joe is amazing. We love her to death, and we're just hoping somebody will pick it up. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay, Jessa, thank you. Yes, Blaze was a contest, so that was one of the names. And when I think it was a random pick, which that's always dangerous to do with names because somebody says, "What would you have done if the name would have been, I don't know, a weird name?" I would have made it work, but thankfully it wasn't. There was another one that I can't remember which one it was. Was it Slade? Maybe that was a contest name. Oh, wait a minute. Donna said, no, you came up with Blaze on your own. Victor and Bishop were picked by readers. Okay. Well, maybe I named him Blaze. I can't remember. Maybe I named him Blaze because that's the power that I wanted him to have. It's been a while ago, so it's hard for me to remember. Drunk Jill is a funny Jill. And she's how did Steve say it? A dramatic puker. I don't know where I came up with that either. But it's kind of true. Steve's different puking, list of different pukers. You got the heavers, you got I can't remember them all, but it was funny. I know. That was a good scene, Kathy. When she lined up the skunks, he's like, "Are you serious?" Blaze is like, "Seriously." He is. He's. I follow him too, and I was just so ecstatic when Tantor said, "Hey, do you still want Jeff? To do these?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, if we could have Jeff, yes, absolutely." No, I only have one. I don't do the duo narration. Um I've tried to listen to those and I get confused. Um I you know, I think Jeff's voice is fine for the male and the female. It doesn't really bother me. Um and that was the one thing that I asked, please don't make my female sound whiny, because that just drives me crazy, and he does a good job at it. I know. I know. Hey Silky, how are you? All right, I'm going through these because I'm getting ready to. Yes, that's his real name. Absolutely. Yes, he was. They can all be cranky. Traumatic pukers. Hey, Robin. And there's nothing worse than to throw up. Nothing worse than to throw up. All right, I'm going to move over here, maybe. Where's my stuff? I've all of a sudden forgot how to do this. So I kind of, for the and the reason I'm really kind of being careful with my time, I've really got to get back onto Lana's book. So I'm being very careful with my time tonight. Because I don't want to be up until 4 o'clock in the morning again. I need a little bit of sleep because I'm old. But I kind of went back in my reading days. I mean, back in my reading days before I even picked up, a pen to start writing my own stuff. One of my all-time favorite books is Palomino by Danielle Steele. Danielle Steele is not one of my go-to reads, except for this book right here. I will read that 1,000 times. Her other books are fine, okay, but I'm keeping that up. My hubby is dramatic when he vomits. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else has read this. Let me go to my comments. But it is really a good book. And if you haven't read it and you like, not really a Western, I wouldn't call it it's a good romance, and it's a standalone. So it's very good. It'll kind of get you in the heartstrings a little bit. But yeah, it's one of my go-tos, especially if I'm really in a slump, which I haven't been because I'm not able to read a lot anymore. But when I was in a slump, I could go back to that, and it was just like reading it again for the first time for me. So that's one of my favorite. And that's going way back for me. And I actually haven't read that book since I've started writing, which was 2011. So just seeing it makes me want to pick it up and read it. Oh, cool. So some of you have read it. Yep. Love that book. And like I said, I'm not a big Danielle Steele fan, except for this book. Amazing. Amazing. And then another throwback for me is Joanna Lindsay. Now she writes a whole bunch of she writes like the not medieval. Oh, come on, help me out, guys, with the genre. But anyway, this is one of my favorites from her. I haven't read all of her books, but I do like her writing. I do like her writing style. And Amanda Call My Own is a standalone, but it's a really good book. But yeah, I read when I was doing hair, when I was cutting hair, in between appointments, lunch breaks, or any of my breaks, those are the books that I read. Historical, yeah, historical. Um, that is a Western historical. She also writes the England. I don't know why words just won't come to my brain. That's scaring me too because I got a lot of writing to do. But just check her out. Donna is posting her Amazon page, and I'm sure you will find something that you will like. But this is one of my favorites of hers, and I've read a few, but that's one of my favorites. Yes, pirates. She does pirates too. I think I've read one of those. I can't remember what it was called. Regency? Yeah, Regency. There you go. Thank you, Pam. I need you guys in my head when I start writing tonight. Help me with my words. It depends, Silky, if I do. It's got to be pretty darn good. But I do like to go back and forth because it kind of takes me out of, if I'm in a slump. I really started to be when I really got into reading big time, was the medieval. Before Cody was born, I would read, oh my gosh, up until 2, 3 in the morning, get up and go to work. Can't do that no more. But yeah. Now this one that I got coming up. Here we go with my words again. So let's try her name. Love the cover. Lana. It's either Lana or Lana. Ron was telling me how to say this. No. Pershersic. I hope I am not torturing her name. But anyway, I've got this on my list. This is a series, The Longing of the Lone Wolves, and it is a first book and a book of 3 in the series. I don't know if there will be more. Fae Guardians, and it looks really good. It's a Fae Guardians novel. So I haven't read any of those in a long time. So I'm kind of, like I said, I've got that to download. I got Kenya's book to download. I've already got Palomino and Joanna Lindsay. So I've got all those. So, yep, she is definitely a new author to me. I hope I didn't butcher her name too bad. I forgot to get to the comments. Have you read it? Have you read that book? Oh, shoot. Yeah, cover's really pretty. I like it. Yes, this was a reader's choice. I know the cover's pretty. She's got another series too. But this one really, I picked this one because it was like, oh, I think I will like to read that. Seeing what else. All right, guys. Let's see what's next. Let me, hold on a minute. Hold on a second. I'm learning how to do this stuff. Oh, And I got permission. I'm kind of bummed he's not on, but I understand he's not feeling too well. Do you guys want to see Cody's new cover? The book should release this weekend. This is his second. I'm excited. Oh, show. I love this cover. This guy that does his artwork is amazing. Cody pretty much gives him an idea of what he wants, and then this guy just goes for it. And I love this cover. Absolutely love this cover. And it goes with this. It goes with the book. So, hoping to have that out this weekend. But yeah, I asked him, I said, did you tell him to do those fire chains? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love the fire chains. So I'm excited for you guys to read that one. It does pop. It's really a good book. So yeah, he worked hard on this one. He said, I'm ready to start on the third. I was like, that is so cool. It's cool when you have that excitement when you're writing and stuff like that. I hope it stays for him, you know. But yeah, I love that cover. I wish he was on, but he can look back and see what you guys say. I'll let him know that you guys were giving it a thumbs up. But all right, let's do before you do this, let me get it up and going. Hold on. Okay, we are doing hashtag Blaze, all lowercase. All lowercase. Cody's book's still up there, but that's all right. I think I'm doing this right. Am I doing this right? Start collecting. All right, here we go. Hashtag lowercase Blaze. Let's go. I'm going to kind of check as you guys do that on the sidelines. Looking good. Everybody's getting it. Even if you put a little space or anything in there, it messes it up. And I want to make sure everybody counts. A few more seconds. I think there's a little bit of a delay. I hope you guys are enjoying these lives. I enjoy them. I look forward to them. Like I said, we don't talk about the book we don't talk about it the whole night, which I don't really want to. I want to talk about a whole bunch of other stuff, you know? All right, I'm getting ready. Everybody in? Everybody in? Here we go. I'm getting ready to draw. Here we go. I should have taken Cody's book off there, but we'll figure it out. Kathy! Woohoo! Is this your second win? You need to get a lottery ticket, girl. As I said before, hold on. I don't know how to do this. Okay. So if you win 2 times, we're still doing it. Just because you win 2 times, it's just your lucky time. Get a lottery ticket for sure. Because I'm going to do more of these giveaways. And you guys follow on Facebook on my author page and my reader page. I do contests all the time. Free books, signed books, gift cards, And most of the time I don't ask you to do anything. Sometimes I'll ask you to share something, or sometimes, I'll just ask you to go like and comment on something. And um so yeah. But guys, I am going to get off here. I'm going to go work. And I'm glad you guys got to stop by. I hope you're enjoying these. I'm enjoying doing them a lot. And we will let you know when Cody's book is available. And yeah, check out these three authors. And like I said, Palomino is a really good book. If you read it, let me know what you think. Send me you know, a message. So I hope everybody has fun at Disney if they're still watching. Oh gosh, that cracks me up. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I will talk to you guys later. Night. Thanks.